Hey guys, what's up? Jeremy Lafrentz with Backstage Entertainment, sitting on Art of Dying's bus with Tavis Stanley. Tavis, how you doing?
I'm all good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. You guys just got done performing not too long ago. You guys are on the Rockstar Energy Drink Uproar Festival. How is playing with all these other great bands? How's it being on tour with them?
It's cool, man. We played with a few of these bands before. We have a lot of friends out here, but we're meeting a lot of new great friends, and it's just a giant rolling big family, so yeah. We're all having a great time. There's a lot of little after parties that happen here and there, and everyone gets together at the end of the night, and just getting to know everyone's really cool. So yeah, it's fun.
Right. Now you guys have had quite a busy summer, played all over. Do you guys have a favorite show that you can recall from this past summer?
I gotta say, what sticks out in my mind is probably Rock on the Range in Columbus was a good one for us. Yeah, that was a massive show for us, and just the crowd response was exceptional. It was right when Die Trying kind of hit the top 10, and that's when you really start to see the people singing it back to you, and you realize, okay, like people are listening to the music and it's going well. So that was a standout for me. Yeah.
Great. And you guys, your newest album, Vices and Virtues, is out. You guys just released a new single called Get Through This, and I've heard it myself, like on Sirius XM Octane. They like to play you guys, which they're awesome. Yeah. And what kind of and who are the decision makers when you guys pick which songs actually are to be released as singles? Is it kind of a long drawn out process, or do you just kind of listen to fans and kind of judge that, or how's it go?
No, I mean, we all kind of know. I mean, we have our manager and the label and us as well, and we sort of have chats about it, and there was a pretty good plan laid out when we started. But before we released the record, we sort of had a good idea of what the singles would be. Things always change, here and there, but we kind of knew that Get Through This had to be a single. So after Die Trying went to number 4 at Active, so we decided we got to go with another heavy one right after that. And so far it's been really great, and Get Through This is climbing the charts fast, so it's working well right now. So yeah, I mean, we have a lot of chats about it, but it's a group decision.
What after you guys are performing, on these live shows and everything, what are fans saying to you guys? I mean, what are your positive comments coming out?
You know what? A girl just said to me over here at the merch table like 20 minutes ago, and she's a young girl. She comes up and she's got paint all over her face, and like something like that. And she just came and gave me a hug and said, "You know what? Your music got me out of a dark period in my life, and thank you." And it's just like that's the stuff you love to hear. Like we try to inspire people with our music, and it inspires us. And to get to hear that back, which we do quite often, more and more now, it's really cool to hear that. Just that people are really being uplifted by the music. It's really cool. That's the coolest thing, I think.
Yeah, and along with you got your fans and everything. I mean, have you heard any negative comments? It's always tough to talk about, but they're out there.
Not really. You see the odd thing on the internet. There's always the odd guy that says something, and you're just like, whatever. But I mean, I really try to just focus on the positive. I think if you think that way, you get more positive back, and it just seems to be really positive right now around all of us. So yeah, I don't hear a lot of negative stuff these days, because I don't pay attention.
Right. It's out there. I know even people watching our interviews and stuff too. I know there's people that call me the worst interviewer ever, but
don't listen to it.
No, it drives off. I think you gotta take that and drive from it. So that's good. Okay, I told you about what we're gonna do next. Our second part of the interview.
All right.
We have what's called the BSE box, where fans have gone to our Facebook page. You can search for Backstage Entertainment, like us, and then submit questions to get your questions in here for the guys to answer.
It's kind of exciting. All right.
It is. You probably haven't done much like this before, have you? All right.
I've never done this in my life. There we go. Okay. So random question number 1. It's like a fortune cookie.
It is.
What's the best prank you've pulled or has been pulled on you?
Oh, see. I hear last day of tours are pretty big prank days. I mean, anything you can remember?
You know what? The end of the Avalanche tour back in May, we were out with Stone Sour and Theory of a Dead Man for a couple months. They're good friends of ours. This was kind of funny. I was bugging Tyler for weeks and weeks, because I love that song Bad Girlfriend, and I was bugging him like, dude, you gotta let me come out and play Bad Girlfriend with you. I love it. I love that song. And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever, like whatever. The last day of the tour, they're on stage, and we're standing side stage and having beers, and it's the last song of their set, so they start playing it. And I had a few beers in me. I got a little courage, and it's like, you know what? I talked to my buddy Meep, this is their guitar tech. I'm like, Meep, give me one of those guitars. Just give me a guitar. I'm going out there. He's He's like, oh, grab one. So I grabbed the Flying V. They do a little breakdown at the end, like towards the end of the song. And I just grabbed the guitar and I ran out and I walked right up to Tyler with the guitar. I'm like, let's do it. He looks at me and he goes, really? I'm like, really? And then he just goes, she likes to shake her ass, and just kicks back into the tune, right? And we and I wasn't plugged in. I was just, you know, playing around. So I ran around the stage for 30 seconds and jammed along with these guys, and everyone's smiling and laughing. They thought it was pretty funny, I hope. Yeah. Tyler, if you're watching this, I hope you're not pissed, but I'm pretty sure you're not. But it was fun.
We just interviewed those guys, and during the interview we interviewed Dave, and then during it, we had earlier in the night, we had Doritos thrown in one of our other interviews from those guys, so that was a prank they pulled on our interview. But then all of a sudden during Dave's interview, Tyler comes in vacuuming to interrupt the interview. So those guys are a bunch of good guys. And
yeah, they're great guys.
Pranks.
They're good friends and good guys. So I mean, yeah, we like to sort of rib each other, but that's the kind of relationship we have. So we'll see what happens in the future.
Fun pranks like that don't really hurt anybody. That's kind of nice
like light stuff. You know, you hear the stories about guys like doing the just worse shit, and then it just escalates and it's bad. But you know, if you can be light about it, pranks are fun.
Right. All right, we'll toss that one in there, and I'll let you go ahead and grab another one here.
Let's leave that out, okay. How many of these are there? There's a lot. Okay.
All right.
What's on your iPod that people would not think you listen to?
You got some Bieber on there or anything?
No, I don't have any Bieber, but you know what? People probably wouldn't think that I do like pop music. I like Lady Gaga, and I do kind of have a soft spot for Katy Perry. Oh, yeah. And at the moment, I really like Bruno Mars and stuff like that. Just like, you know, really good, well-crafted pop songs. If you go back a little further, one of my favorite bands of all time is ABBA. Okay. They were deemed perfect pop, you know. Yeah. And yeah, I just have a really soft spot for a great pop song.
There you go.
So there you go.
Appreciate it. At least.
I do. I like it.
Other types of music. So
I like it all. Yeah.
You want to go for a third now?
Sure. Who is your biggest musical influence? Oh, an easy one. Well, obviously, it's Led Zeppelin. I always say the same thing: Zeppelin, Zeppelin, Zeppelin. They're my first love of music that got me into rock and roll. First song I learned to play was "Stairway to Heaven," and from there to Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, Van Halen, Beatles, and then got into a lot of old blues. Really got a lot of love for the old blues guys like Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters. Saw B.B. King last year. Awesome, just Buddy Guy. All those guys are just incredible. So
All right, now for the last thing, for the fans that are probably checking you out for the first time, and for even your current fans, why don't you tell them what is next up for Art of Dying?
We're going to get through this Uproar tour, and then we're going to do a bunch of clubs. I think we're co-headlining November, December with Adelita's Way all over America again, and that'll take us through till Christmas. And then next year, who knows? We're not going to stop touring, so we're going to be out there. We got another good year and a half at least of us just running around the continent and tons of shows and tours, singles, videos, the whole thing. But yeah, we're still just getting started, so there's lots to look forward to.
So you'll be busy, but definitely, guys. Check out Art of Dying. I'm sure you guys have, on Facebook, all the social networks, and your website and everything. Just search for Art of Dying in Google. You'll find them.
Yeah, so we're all over that.
Once again, check them out, guys. Tavis Stanley. Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.